last year, I feel like I didn't, like in the open tournaments, I really, like I was half-assing, you know what I mean? Like I was still like in my feelings about what's going to happen,
Yeah.
what's going to come, you know? I wasn't in the moment ever, you know? I was wrestling because like that's what I do, that's my life right now, you know what I mean? And I never had that long of a break. I never, other than like I got sick last summer, I had a long break for that, but it was hard for me for a little bit, but like I feel like everything worked out great, you know, and everything's happened for a reason, and it's gonna be a great story to tell one day.
What do you think you maybe realized about the sport, and then that you actually changed going into this season that maybe you didn't do in years prior?
Just don't take things for granted. I think years prior, I think I got a lot better at just taking everybody serious too. Just so, like, even like my freshman year, like if I was wrestling a guy who's ranked 25th in the country, which is not a bad ranking, but like I'm like, all right, this is my easy match today, and then all of a sudden I'm in a 1-point match, you know. So I feel like I know to give it my best every time now, because any day could be my last day wrestling. Any day, you know. Tomorrow could be my last day ever wrestling. So I'm just trying to appreciate the sport, and you know, the sport done a lot for me, so it deserves my best effort every time. You know what I mean?
What are the middleweights like? What's competing at the middleweights like? Obviously, got you, Casey Swiderski, Etchemendia, the Frost Twins, Chittum, all these guys. What's the daily competition like in the room with all you guys?
It's a battle every day, but the thing I love most about it is it gives me confidence. You know what I mean? It gives me confidence every day, because like I've seen these guys compete, and I know they're good. I've seen Casey get in a fight with 1,000 people, All-Americans, and beat All-Americans. I've seen Chittum beat All-Americans. I've seen Etchemendia beat All-Americans and All-American himself. And like I know these are the best guys. I've seen Frost gas 1,000 people out. You know what I mean? So even up higher, MJ, like I've seen these guys compete with the best guys. So I know like it's getting me better every day. You know what I mean? It's hard to find in this Iowa State room. It's hard to find an easy day, especially at these weights. It's hard to find an easy day. So these middleweights, being a middleweight in this room, it gave me a lot more. I was always confident, but it gives me more confidence. You know, it gives me more because I'm going with the best guys. I feel like I'm the best guy. You know, I feel like Casey feel like he's the best in the room. Anthony feel like he's the best in the room. Chittum feel like he's the best in the room. I feel like I'm the best in the room, you know? So just that fight, and that makes it competitive. It got us all growing really, really fast, you know, and at a high rate, you know, and it's showing on the mat, you know what I mean?
Speaking of confidence, what's it mean for you and your confidence that Coach Dresser was in your back every step of the way during last season's debacle?
That means a lot to me. Any recruit that ever comes here, I always tell them of course we're good at wrestling, and I think you should come here, and like I really hope you do. But I always tell them too, is like one thing though is Kevin Dresser, he gonna stick with you to the last step. You know, if there's any doubt that any chance that you didn't do something, or he could get you out, or he could help you, he will, you know. I remember like my gray shirt year before, and he was talking to the team, and he said like this is his job, and he'll do anything he can to help any of us until his job is on the line. And like I've seen him do it multiple times. He helped guys when he don't need to. He helped he helped guys when they probably never ever got a chance of being on the lineup, and he stick his neck out for these guys because he just care about every single guy on the team. You know what I mean? And he's hard on us all the time, but like he's as real as it gets, you know. And I wouldn't want to wrestle for nobody else, and I won't wrestle for nobody else while I'm in college. So I'm thankful he's my coach. I'm thankful he recruited me, and like he had reasons for a lot of guys, especially for me, to let me go and never think. But without Dresser, I would have been in a lot worse position than I am now. So I'm really thankful for him.
I'm sure you were asked, so I apologize for asking again, but just how tough was it to go through what you went through last year because of that gambling fraud? And on the flip side, how great does it feel to know you're going to be able to get back out there this season?
It was very, very tough, you know. I felt like I was a little depressed for a little bit and just thinking about, for a little bit, with something I never do, I was thinking about like why it's happening to me. It couldn't be worse, you know. When I know things could always be worse, you know what I mean? And then as it went on, I started thinking like people wish they had the opportunities I had, wish they had the opportunities I'm gonna have, you know. And I know 1,000 people back home who are in a lot worse predicaments than me. I'm worried about. I was worried about not being able to wrestle for one season, and it's things. I know people back home worried about where they gonna sleep and is they gonna wake up tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's like the longer it went, the more I thought about the process, the more I was like, I'm just thankful. You know, I'm thankful. Everything happened for a reason, and I had a lot of people behind me helping me out, pushing me, telling me like, you got it. You know. And like I remember during the time, the dresser would always tell me, "No, you're gonna be here. You're gonna be good." And then somebody else would tell me like, "That dresser said it's probably like a 1% chance you." And I'm like, "Nah, he didn't say that. He said I would be good." You know. Like, so it's just like, everybody, like you could see the people caring about me, trying to keep me up, and then that gave me a lot of motivation when I got a chance again. You know, these guys, they always tell me like, I could have been done wrestling forever. I could have just been living at the OTC right now, trying to make world team and stuff, because that's all I would have had, you know what I mean? But things happened, things played out the way they were supposed to, you know? That's what thing I say all the time is, whatever happens is it's supposed to happen, you know what I mean? So things played out and it worked out, and I'm motivated this year, obviously, and I still want to prove myself. I mean, like, I feel like I'm the best in the world, so I want everybody else to feel like that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just keep training.
Did you take that time though? Did it help to kind of like give back to your teammates, like maybe help younger navigate not having an option to like congratulating David, being the type of teammate? Did you grow in that aspect just because that was really the only area you could grow, you know?
Yeah, I think I grew, but I think I was always a good teammate. I love seeing my teammates do well. You know what I mean? Like every year, the memories pop up from the year before, me screaming on the side as loud as I can. Even the year I lost, like I'm rooting David on, you know. Younger, I'm talking like even like social media was like, oh, we would have did better if Younger would have did better. I'm like, well, the year before, I felt that same way about me. You know, if I would have wrestled to my seed, we would have already had a team trophy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's not the end of the world. It's a lot more to go, and I know how good our guys are, and they know how good they are. So, you know, I believe in them just like I believe in myself.
All right.